for you. Oh my goodness, that makes me nervous. Got it. Are we ready? I feel ready. And there we go. Didn't think the music was gonna join me. Get ready to march it out. March it out. March and march and march. Hamstring curls. Easy. Bringing the foot toward the rear end. Elbows are pulling back, but again, just getting it going. I want you to be my friend. 4, 3, step, touch, side to side. Show me to a higher place. Add the arms out and in. Out and in, out and in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Open up your chest, push and pull, pull, push. I hope you can hear the music, but I hope you can hear me. Stay here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Push it overhead, push it up, push up. Same feet. Looking great. 8, 7, 6, 5. Pushing up the feet. Keep them wide with a toe tap. 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 We're going to add an arm reach. Cross and up. Looking good. Stay here for 8 more. Reach overhead. Nice and tall. Switching up to an uppercut. Uppercut. Nice and easy. Again, we're not trying to hurt anybody. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. Trying to get our heart rate going. 4 more. 4, 3. Straighten the arm out. Palm to the ceiling. Let's get that shoulder ready. It's got some work to do. Stay here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hook punches. Hook. Nice and again, easy. We're not trying to hurt our shoulders. We just want to get them ready. Get ready. Give me knees to the front. Knees. Looking good. Bigger arms. You come over your head or maybe to your forehead. Rear toe tap. It's like a lunge, but the weight stays in the front. Keep going, keep going. Long legs. Long legs. Switch it up to a heel dig front. Let me see the bottoms of your shoes. There we go. We want to get those shins ready. Just a few more. March it out. I feel like we are ready. Now our first exercise is going to be combined move. If you want to get weights, you can, but again, you don't need them. Keep marching. We're going to be doing march while you watch me, active recovery. You're going to pretend you have weights right here on your shoulders. You're going to squat and then push overhead. Squat, push overhead. We're going to be doing that for 30 seconds. You found it. There it is. So we're going to work for 30 seconds. I'll show you with the weights, and I'm going to put them down like I said. Get ready. Squat, press. Squat, press. I'm going to put them down. You keep going. Now with your squat, the rear end's going back. The knees are safely staying behind the toes. Now if you're ready, you can do these in one movement. Everything goes down, everything goes up. Down, up, 5 seconds. It's great for the legs and the shoulders. You can put your waist down if you want to and recover. March in place, 30 seconds. Our next move, side lunges with bicep curls. You've got options. Center feet, step wide. Inside leg stays straight. Outside leg bends. Push back to center. This is your lunge, and you're going to add a bicep curl. Now, you want to watch your legs with the weights. Yeah, it's your time, join me. Lunge, bicep curl. From the side, it looks like this. The rear end is still going back. The knees are safe. And if you need to, when you get to the center, you can do your bicep curl there if that works better for you. Some people just like it better separating the work. You're almost done with this exercise. So it's up to you. After recovery, you march in place. We're going to be doing sumo squats. The toes are wide. You lower straight down, straight up. The knees track over the toes. Chest is tall. We're also going to be adding arm circles, but not the way you think. Front, hips. Front, hips. Front. Get ready. Your time's coming. Join me. Lower and in. We're working the chest, the shoulders, and the upper back with our upper body. You can put weights in if you want to. I'm not doing it, like I said. This is a great work for your chest and your shoulders, squeezing through the upper back when you're touching your hips or your glutes or whatever you want to touch back there. It's up to you. But we're lowering straight down, and at our lowest point, our knees are safe. And you did that. March and recover. Rear lunge with a hammer curl. Rear lunge, feet are together. Big step back. Lower straight down. Push off and return. Now, your hands are going to be facing your legs with weights. Oh, I'll grab weights. When you step back, you're going to curl your arms up. This is a really good one to do with one move because the weights kind of counterbalance your leg motion. Your palms, oh, it's your turn. Your palms are facing each other. That's what makes the hammer curl. Now that front knee, it's nice and safe. Not going past my toes. Only go down to your safe level. This is an outstanding lunge. You do not need to go to the floor. And again, we're strength training. We're building muscles, but my heart's going. I don't know about you. I'm putting my waist down. Now, this is an isometric contraction. Keep marching. I know you're marching, right? All right. We're going to get into and hold a high squat position. If you want your weights, we're doing tricep extension. Elbows are up. Arms are by our ribs. We extend and pull them in. That's the only movement for this exercise, and it's your turn. So, soft squat, elbows up, extend. We're working the legs because they're holding us in an isometric contraction. And then we're working the backs of our arms, our triceps, doing just a standard tricep kickback. Squeeze on top. Squeeze. 10 seconds here. Woo. And this is exercise 6 of 8. You're almost done with this whole cluster. Last one. Next move. March in place. Active recovery. If you need to just move gently, that's okay too. This is deadlifts with a back row. These have to be separate exercises. You'll see. Palms are facing the legs. Hinge forward at the hips with a flat back to your comfort level. Elbows wide. Down. Back up. Down. Elbows up. Arms down. Back up. That's it. Your feet should be a few inches apart, not necessarily touching, not shoulder width. Hinge forward. Your knees should be slightly bent the whole time, not locked out. So we are working the hamstrings, the glutes, the low back, and the upper back. Most of our posterior chain is firing up. Hinge forward and recover. If you're using weights, put one of them down. You have options. This is what's called a snatch. The full exercise, weight between the feet, squat, pick it up with one hand, push it overhead, put it down and switch. Now, that floor is kind of low. So if the floor is too low, but you want to use a weight, switch it here. Squat and switch it here. If you don't want to use a weight, join me now. Reach and reach. Reach and reach. The knees are always safe. Core is engaged. Our chest, even though we're reaching forward, our chest is still proud. It's not really leaning forward to the floor. Okay, so we reach with a proud chest. From the side, it's a squat and a reach. And this is it, you get a break. You just earned that. Get some water. Come right back for the second cluster. You did absolutely wonderfully. Woo! I'm going to get some water too. Getting ready for our next round. We're going to move to core and lower body. But like I said, 5 of the 8 are on the ground and we're going to be using our upper body also. Gotta love water. Now, I will also say, just as a point of interest, this was not the music I was going to do, but once I realized I couldn't play the music loud enough for you to hear really well, I was not going to waste the music that's coming for the next class where I can talk loudly. That'll be fun. Anyway, cluster 2, different active recovery. Because, what did I say? 5 exercises on the ground. I don't think y'all want to go from this to marching 5 times, right? No. So, I'm going to turn the music down just for a few minutes. Your active recovery is different. For this round, it is clapping. I don't mean like this. I'm not looking for applause. I want some big claps, swing claps. This is an option. This is an option. This is an option. Your call, but I want a big clap. That's something you can do on the ground. So, another point I want to teach really quickly. 5 of the exercises are going to be kind of like this. What do you do in between rounds when you're recovering? If this works for you, it's fine. But this isn't great for most people. It's not good for the knees, a little rough on the toes and the ankles. So, at the end of the round, knees together, hip down, onto your back, knees bent. If you need to support your back, you can. If you can sit upright, you can clap here. If you need to, high 5 here as your active recovery instead. And when we go back, knees together, roll it back to tabletop. That's your safe transition in between rounds. But the first 3 are on our feet. Let's stand it up. No weights necessary for any of this. First exercise is a straight leg front raise. That's it. That's it. Straight leg front raise. But you want to be lifting with your abdomen and your leg. If that's a bit much, give me knees. Still, control this movement. I want 100% control the whole time. Get ready. Here we go. Front leg, straight raise. Working the quads and the hip flexors and the lower core. Again, if this straight leg is painful, give me knees. But I really want you to lift with control. This is not meant for cardio. I want this to be a power move for you. You want it to be a power move for you too. If you need something to balance, to hold on to your balance, you can absolutely do that. Last one. Now, what are we doing? Active recovery. Clap it out. Big claps. Keep your heart rate going a little higher with those claps. Next move is the same thing we just did, but to the side. So side lift. Very important. 1, I want your toes pointing to me the whole time. What I don't want is this. That's a whole different muscle. Okay? Flat foot out to the side. Join me. Part 2 of this, same move. Try to stay as upright as you can. We're using our abductors to lift our legs to the side. And we're also using the side core to keep us upright. If you want to change these to kicks, you can. My balance is a little off. That's another thing that I've noticed. But I still want the control. Last one. All right. Next move is called a switch. It is basically a squat with a twist at the top. The way I like to think of it is, pick something up, hand it to the person behind you. Pick something up, hand it to the person behind you. And we're going to repeat that. Are we clapping? We're clapping? I don't take it on there. We're going to do that for the entire time. Pick something up, hand it to the person behind you. Knees are safe, rear end is going back. So from the side, come on, your turn. Pick it up, hand it. Pick it up, hand it. Pick it up, go as low as you comfortably can. Pick it up and hand it. Now, very important, on the hand it to the person behind you, that twist is coming from the waist. Protect your knees. We're not working through the knees. We're not doing this. Kick, twist, kick, almost there. And then we're taking it to the floor. If you want to roll or fold your mat up, now is the time for your knees. Down to all fours, tabletop or quadruped. And the same way we did the front lift and the side lift, we're going to do a rear lift. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders, knees under hips, one leg per exercise. Straight leg lift. That's it. If that is too difficult, if you feel pain in your low back, you can bend the knee. So, toe down, straight leg lift, one side only. Use the glutes. Keep the core engaged. The core is staying straight, the back is staying flat. Halfway there. If you want more of a challenge, you can pulse it up. We got 10 seconds. We can pulse it for the last 10 seconds quickly. I feel like we could. If you want to, lift that opposite hand for more of a balance challenge. Woo! Leg down, roll over, or sit on your knees in active recovery. Super simple. Next exercise is the other leg, so no problem. So it's active recovery. Now again, if you're finding that exercise to be pretty reasonably easy, if you lift the opposite hand, you'll make your core work really hard to balance. We've got 5 seconds, so let's get back into tabletop. Extend the opposite leg, and lift, and lower. You can point your toe if you want. And again, if you find that it's putting too much pressure on your low back, you can bend your knee. Shortening the lever arm makes it a little bit easier to do the work. So if you want to keep the legs straight, lift through the glutes. Nice flat back, core is pulled in. And again, for that balance challenge, lift the opposite hand. Woo! And recover. Either back on your knees left or roll over onto your rear end. Our next exercise is an isometric plank. Low or high. You can do this against a wall, stable table or chair, or on the ground. High plank with on your hands, so your elbows extended. Low plank on your elbows, under your shoulders. But you're just gonna hold the position for 30 seconds. Now, if this is too long for you, drop your knees. So keep a nice straight line from the top of your head all the way to the floor, whatever's touching. So again, you can get up on your toes, engage the fronts of the thighs, the core. Now, right now, you're using your whole body. The entire front chain is working really hard right now, including your upper body, your chest, and your triceps and shoulders. So great full body move. Everything from here on is full body move. Woo! And recover. Again, clap it out. This is really good to relax those shoulders also. If you were with us last week, we did bird dogs. We did one side at a time. This time we're going to alternate. So again, tabletop, knees safe on the padding. You're basically going to extend opposite foot and arm. Thumb up, and then return to tabletop and switch sides. Let me see if I can get a better angle for you. There we go. So opposite hand, opposite foot. If the extension is too much, extend a bent elbow and a bent arm. You're like punching up a little gently and kicking up gently. Your gaze, once you get this, your eyes should be between between your hands or about a foot in front of them. So opposite arm, opposite foot, either extending or lifting. Recover, clap it out. One more minute left and you got this. This is another isometric hold. We're going to get into tabletop like we've done because that works everything. And then if you can, we're going to lift both knees off the ground about an inch. It's a bear crawl hold. So tabletop, and then the knees just come off the ground a little bit. This is a bit much for some people. If it is, I want you to alternate lifting one knee and then the other. And when that gets comfortable, I want you to start lifting opposite knee and opposite hand. If that's your level 1, level 2, let's just try to get those knees off the ground. As you can see, my back is flat. My elbows are actually slightly soft. And again, if this is too much, drop down for a break and come back up. 5 seconds though. Can you do this? Of course you can. Drop the knees. Sit back. Give yourself a real round of applause. You did all that work. Get some water. Let's cool it down because that's the best part of every workout. I'll see you back in just a second. I'm not really leaving. Woo! I felt that. I hope you felt that. That was good work you did. You should be very proud of yourself right now. Let's see. What do we have? What are we feeling today? The cool down is so important because it's our reward. It's the cherry on our cake. Let's see. I am thinking this one. This feels good. This is I am safe. So when you're ready, let's stand up. I don't think you can hear that at all. I know it'll get louder, but that's okay. Okay. Let's step slowly side to side. I feel peace near. I am safe here. Blow your arms. Now stop the feet. The arms continue. You can sway hip to hip. Slow it down. Slowly twist. Easy twist. You did such a great job for yourself today. And here's the thing. You got up. You showed up for yourself. Nothing can undo that. Let's quiet our arms. Big breath in. No matter what else happens today, you started your day out on a great note. You told yourself you were worth it. One more. And exhale. Bring the feet about shoulder width apart. Take both arms overhead. And I want you to reach for the ceiling. Let one arm reach a little further. Feel the stretch. Move down that side. And then switch. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Lengthening through the rib cage. Other side. And one more time to the last side. Both arms up. One arm bends, touches the back of our neck or our back. Other hand grabs the elbow, gently pulls it back. And once you get into position, I want you to push your head back a tiny bit. You should feel a stretch in the back of that upper arm. Big breath in. And release your arms and switch. Oh, so you're just going to be quiet a little bit. I know it's not like me, but I want you to begin your stretch. Both arms up, they spread wide. One arm comes across, gets locked in for the other arm. You should feel a stretch a little bit through the tricep, up through the shoulder, a little bit in the upper back. And now I like to look over the shoulder I'm stretching. I feel a little bit of stretch go deeper into my upper back. Open wide and switch. Again, shoulders, triceps, upper back. And I like to look over that shoulder. I would encourage you when you're stretching to gently try little adjustments. Very gently, very safely, but you may be surprised. Interlock your fingers. palms away from you. Round your back, chin to chest. Hips are tucked under. Make your back as round as possible. And we're going to take a big breath in. Arms are going up. Slightly arch your back and extend as long as you can. Keep your arms up, but release the hand. Bind. Hinge forward at the hips. Nice long back. And then round easily toward your feet. Supporting yourself on your shins or your thighs if need be. Feel all the tension dripping out of your back, down through your neck, out of the top of your head, dripping into the floor and easing away. And let's slowly roll this up. Easy, 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 easy. Ending with the head and the shoulders. Give us 2 rolls. If you need to hold on to something, certainly do so. You may want to extend an arm just for balance. We're going to bring one foot up toward our rear end. Stretching through the front of the thigh. Squeeze your glutes or your rear end. Push your hips forward a little bit and you'll feel the stretch go a little deeper. This is a nice challenge for my balance system right now. Release and switch. Other arm may extend for balance. Fix your eyes on one spot, and that will help you balance as well. Woo, you did some work. Good job. Release. Hands on thighs. We're going to get into a soft squat position. Then we're going to stick one hip out to the side. That feels so nice. I love the way that feels on my glutes. Stretching through the side of the hip as well. Shift your hips to the other side. Back in. Roll it up. Let's get some more big breaths because air is everything. Inhale up. Exhale. This breath is your happy breath for the day. This exhale is the negative things you carried from yesterday. They're gone. Inhale love for yourself. Exhale negatives and self-doubt. Give yourself an applause. Give yourself everything. I have no idea with my thumbs. I'm a little not my best, but